Hi. Good morning. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, hell, we gotta get our damn cane today. I think we got our stuff together. Oh, let's get out of here. Today is a hard day. We're struggling. Again, the struggle is real. Sharon, Michael, hello. All right, thank you. See you. Muhammad, what's up? Double J. My pain today is not good. We are suffering. I decided to work today. I wasn't going to go, but I need to go. I got some stuff going on, and I need to be there, unfortunately. Samer, good morning. I took the longest shower I could take. That made me feel a little better. Oh, I'm trying to close a large deal this week, and I can't be away from it. I'm trying to close a pretty big thing this week, so I just can't be away from it. It'd be like shooting myself in my pecker. Stupid. So pain or no pain, I gotta go for it. Lord help us. I just found out I have the ability to drive while I'm sleeping. Oh, hell. Be careful. We all had that ability. Some of us, actually, it didn't last long. I don't think there's anybody in this room, hello, Sophia, who has not accidentally fell asleep while driving, so be careful. I fell asleep going through the Smoky Mountains. We were going through the Smokies. I fell asleep. Woke up, headed head-on towards an 18-wheeler, and my dad was in the right side screaming. I looked, and I just pulled to the left side of the medium and stopped. And that's the first time I ever seen my dad screaming and sweating bullets. Yeah, that was pretty serious. But then again, that reminded me. Well, you know the time I fell asleep driving with the two hitchhikers wearing a toga? Oh, we'll talk in Miami. I think I've told that story. I fell asleep, me and a buddy leaving a toga party with two hitchhikers in the back in Miami. That was one of my rare, totally washed out moments. Yeah, I was at a toga party down in Miami. Anyway, maybe when we get to the office, I'll tell the whole story. It was quite an event. I need that coffee gum in my car. You ought to buy some of that, hell. You've seen the name of it. I'm sure it's available at stores. Chew you a couple grams of that coffee gum stuff. I ate like 10 of them. The end of the box. I didn't go to the bathroom like it said. It didn't give me the problem. And it works, but it's not so potent that you get jitters. It's really just, it wakes you up a little bit. It's not strong. It said, remember, you had to eat the whole box to get 2 cups of coffee. Bernie, good morning. What the hell's going on with the internet the past 2 days, by the way? Hell, I had trouble last night even. Did they ever say what's going on? Can somebody give me the update of what's going on with the damn internet? It's not good. How does that affect me here in Saudi? Cloudflare. I can't even get my phone to connect to the internet. All afternoon. I couldn't even go to simple websites. It was crazy. Maybe it was the websites that had the problems. They were part of Cloudflare. Hell, I don't know. I couldn't get nothing done. I was confused. Cloudflare server having issues. Okay. Cloudflare. It's all okay. Hell, yesterday I had a lot of problems. I couldn't do anything. I thought it was my home, then I thought it was my phone, and then hell, I couldn't figure out what was going on. I kept getting the circle of death with nothing connecting. Many were having problems. Yeah, but how did it affect me in Jebel? Think about it. I'm over in Jebel. Why did I have a problem? I guess because the services I use are connected to that. Not that I'm an avid user of any service. Kuthami, hello. Well, I woke up and I watched about 10 minutes of MBS in America. It all looked good. There wasn't, was there any bad people there? You know, the left-wing, blue-haired picketers causing trouble, or was that not there? Hopefully everything went smooth. That's the problem with our freedom of press. Our freedom of press is a little too free. In my opinion, there needs to draw a line of this whole press thing. They at least need to be truthful. Lying is not freedom of the press. That's manipulation. They had good meetings, good. As long as our dumbass so-called free press didn't get involved, they need to write a secondary rule. Okay, you got free press, but it must be true. Real leaders make good things happen. That's true. That's real true. That's why I took over management at the Titty Bar. Before I did that, it was nothing happening. Hoorah! That's a joke. Anyway, I'm glad everything went well. We didn't have any loudmouth vigilantes causing trouble. I can't believe how nice Trump is. I wouldn't let those assholes in the White House. Mosquito bounce don't count at the strip club. I'm surprised Trump lets those lying media people, they should weed them out. The liars shouldn't be allowed in the White House. All right, here we go. We let the people we know is fake media in the White House. That seems so wrong. ABC reporter. Figures. Always some dumbass ABC or MBS, whatever, MSNBC, whatever that station is. Always causing a problem. That one lady is a bitch. I wouldn't let her in the White House. She's an arrogant asshole. No respect for anybody. Trump said no more questions would be taken from her. I don't blame him. She's an idiot. You know what we need? We need an assistant press secretary. You know that lady from North Korea who does the news? She needs to be there to answer all the questions for the press. That would be hilarious. We need that North Korean lady to answer all the questions to the press, screaming at them. I wonder if Trump could hire her as a part-time gig. I'd love to see her answering the press questions. That lady is hilarious. She screams like for an hour. That's her whole report, screaming. She's very expressive. I have no idea what she says, but it's funny. Barricaded, what's up? Whenever I see her on TV, it kind of cracks me up because she's just so passionate about it. She's the current White House spokeswoman. No, she's good. I like her, but I would like to have, I don't think that she should have to deal with the media. We need the North Korean lady to deal with the media. Put him in a separate room and just let her yell at him. Keep old Caroline Levitt for the good people. But yeah, she handles it quite well. Thing I don't dance to Winnie. Let me roll this up. Yeah, another thing I don't understand, we let press people from around the world in the White House every day. And even some of the people from different parts of the world ask bad questions. We get some of these people that just ask silly questions. They don't really ask questions. They make statements. That's the problem. It's different if you're asking a question looking for an answer. But they first do 10 minutes of dialogue and then pop in a little question at the end. That's the scam part. They're not asking questions. They're speaking dialogue. Jim, what's up? If they should not let them do speeches, only ask questions, no speeches. Don't we have a manager that manages these foreign press people? Who's that? Who's the manager of the foreign press? We should have something that, I'm sure we got a person who's supposed to manage that. They need to be their job, they need a review of their job. I'm sure we have a foreign press manager somewhere in the White House. Know who it is, but they need to work a little harder in my book. They do, but don't know the name. Yeah, I know we got one. Who is this person? And they need to do a better job. Yeah, they're not doing too well in my book. Maybe I had to fix my air. You know, when I got hit by the truck, the window shattered and some of the pieces of the window went in the air conditioner. That's what you hear in the background. It's got broken glass in the fan motor. It went down the defrost into the fan. It was really loud. It's getting quieter, but they're going to have to do something. I don't know how they're going to get it. And broken glass went right down the front defrost vents into the fan. I got sideswiped by an 18-wheeler. Shattered my window. That was live on video. Does that air freshener still smell? No, hell, this machine ain't worked in a year. It has a job now of holding up that TV. And that air freshener is just holding up the TV because the latch is broken. I seen yesterday has a freedom of speech, so it's hard to silence. Well, it should still, freedom of speech should mean the truth, not free to lie. That's what I think. You should be free to tell the truth, but not free to lie. That ain't freedom to lie and manipulate. The name is Marcin Walkowski. Huh. Walkowski. Polish dude. Or is that a lady's name? Marcin or Marcin? Marcin. Polak lady? That's definitely a Polak. Just wondering about if that's a man or a woman's name. Alright, let's look at the layer. It's a guy. Oh, Marcin. It's a Polish dude. Alright. I see yesterday where Saudi passed a new law. If you come to Saudi under a work permit and go to work for other people and not your sponsor, they're going to charge the sponsor person who brought them here 20,000 pesos each. That's like $5,000. So everybody standing on this corner here, whoever owns your paperwork, that you're going to have to pay 10,000 reals per person. Or 20,000, hell, I forget. It's like 20,000 maybe. I don't know. I read it and seen it in the press yesterday. They're going to do some crackdown on their stuff too. Of course he's Polish, you can tell by the name. Anybody got ski in their name is Polish. Hamski, Pussyki, Dakuski, all them people, that's Polish names. When we were kids, we made fun of Polish people. The Polacks, we made fun of the Polacks, and the Polacks made fun of the Southerners, and the Southerners and the Italians, and everybody made fun of everybody, and nobody got upset. Nowadays, you can't joke about somebody's heritage or they put you in court. Hell, when we were young, everybody joked about everybody. It didn't matter where you were from. There's a joke about you. From Italian to Southern people to rednecks to Polacks. Hell, there was a joke about everybody. And nobody ever got upset. It was just comedy. I remember in elementary school, there was a Polak joke, and I don't know why we thought it was funny. How many Polacks does it take to screw in a light bulb? 5. 1 to hold the light bulb and 4 to turn the ladder. And we thought that was hilarious when we were kids. I don't know why. Yeah, that was pure comedy when we were in elementary school. Pure comedy. Well, yeah, that just made us giggle. Our comedy was more clean when we were young. And then along came old Richard Pryor. I had the same issue. Broken glass in the AC, a safety glass shattered. Oh, did you? How did they get it out? It's in mine now. That's why it's making this noise. It's gotten quieter, but it makes a noise. There must have been a million redneck jokes too when I was a kid. I can't remember them all. To sit back and remember all the old jokes. Everything in the world was fairly clean cut and funny, and then along come old Richard Pryor, and that's the first time somebody talked about their privates and cussed in comedy. Hi there, haven't seen you in a while. Well, I've been around. What you been doing? Never know for sure. Shops took apart my car. Oh, did they? I wonder when they can take mine. I'm gonna ask Colin today if he's got time to somebody take my car to get this glass out of the vent. It's driving me crazy. Part my car decor, they never put it back the same. That's the problem with when they take apart your car. It's got all these little plastic clips and they never go back the same. How's the healing? It's terrible. I've had a bad day yesterday and a bad day today. My hip's fine. The muscle in front of my leg is killing me. Not a little bit. We're talking heavy duty. Quit beeping at me. Yeah, my muscle's off the chain. I'm in pain like hell. Uncontrollable pain. Hell, yesterday I couldn't even believe I made it home. What happens is it heals overnight. I think I need like 3 days of not moving. But it does heal overnight. At night, it'll heal right up. And by morning, I can walk for a little bit. And then if I move around too much, it'll strain it again. I keep re-injuring that same muscle or tendon or whatever it is. Bunch of nonsense. And you know how it is. As soon as I go to the doctor, it won't hurt, it won't be a problem. But as soon as I leave, it'll start again. I better move my car. I parked in this empty lot, and it looks like they don't want us to park here anymore. So what they've done, look what they did to one of our company cars. They got a green magic marker and just wrote on the door, "No park." I better not park there. Yellow, I need to park. I can't believe they wrote "no park" on the car with a green magic marker. I guess that'll get people to stop parking there. Start marking up people's car with magic marker. And the message is to the point too. It just says "no park." That makes sense. Not a secret there. What number is that? Vehicle number 15. John, hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm alive.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm moving slow today. Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, hell. Oh. Yeah, this is torturous. Oh. Oh, hell, I dropped my cane. Yeah, I need to see the doctor pretty soon. Oh. Shamsuddin? Where are you? Where? Shamsu, where are you? Okay. Morning. Oh, here you are. Oh my God, I'm hurting today.
Now you manage the support of life.
I need. Oh, hey. Need me? Yeah, I'm really hurting, man. Whew. Oh, thank God I can sit down. To the car to hear that. You're torture. That was a hell. Whew. Let's get this day started. How have things been? Me? I've been in heavy recovery. Accessing the muscular bone so it can be taken care of quickly. I'm gonna go at lunch down to the hospital, let her talk to the lady at the hospital. I got to go today. I can't handle it more. Yeah, today is a torture. I can't handle it. I'm beyond my ability. I seen Trump and Saudi making a deal. Yeah, good people do good things. They're both about business and prosperity, not like these other people. You know, Mohammed bin Salman, Donald Trump are about prosperity and business. These other people about cutting off your kids' genitals and getting welfare. Leaders. We need people who care. Leaders are leaders. The others just care about who has what and who don't have no Peter. Bunch of nonsense. But those two are leaders. Oh. It's nice to have some good leaders in this world. There's not many of them. It's actually nice to see some good leaders in control for a change. Get that checked out. Yeah, I will. I'm going to go over there at 11 o'clock. I'm going to leave my desk and go to the hospital near here. To the clinic. Tell this, or whatever the lady does, I need to see a doctor. I can't handle it no more. My threshold, I'm about 30% above my threshold of pain. When you look at that dude in the UK, and then the dude in Canada, and then Germany, led by a bunch of assholes, they got problems. Their leaders just suck. I can't believe Germany has fallen. Hell, they used to be so strong. I don't think it's an infection. It's not swollen or anything. It's just a muscle pulling away from the bone. I can feel what it is. I know what it is. It's the tendon and the muscle attached to the top of my leg. Bill Way, good morning. The whole world has gone crazy, and that 2030 plan is nuts. It is. The doc warned me I still can get an infection up to 8 weeks after surgery. Really? Here's where my pain is. I'll show you exactly where it is. My pain is here. And what is this called? My vastus medialis and my rectus femoris. This right here is what hurts, right there, that two area. That's the pain area. That son of a bitch hurts so bad. So my rectus and vastus. Why can't they come up with some better names? Damn old names can't tell anybody. Yeah, can you help me? My rectus vastus, my rectus femoris, and my vastus medialis. This is what the problem is. Hell, I'll never remember that when I'm at the doctor. Anyway. Well, if that's it, that pain you need to go. Yeah, it's bad. In 3 hours, I'm going to go to the clinic. I'm going to go at 11. So at 11 o'clock, we'll head over to the clinic hospital place and let them check it out. See if we can't get some resolution. Thank you. Shamsuddin, here's Shamsuddin.
Good morning.
Shamsuddin, he's live, he's here.
India, America.
There you are.
Ding, ding,
Ding, ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding. He's got more spirit than I do today. And Shamsuddin's got the spirit. My pain here. Take a pickup with my phone. I win. Yeah, Shamsuddin got more energy than I do today. I'm low on energy due to pain. Shamsuddin, he's loaded with some energy. He's got it. Bulldog Mom said, "Hi, Sham."
Hi.
Sham happy today.
Happy.
Ooh, doo, 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 doo.
Yeah.
And my pain here. Top of my leg. Big pain. Pain.
Muscle.
Muscle, yes. See, this here hurts her. This here.
Muscle. Bone, very good.
That bone's perfect. It's damn muscle.
Very good.
You tore a tendon. Yeah, I know.
2 months, 3 months, finish.
Three.
Mr. Randy running.
You're right. You're right. Shamsuddin knows. Takes 3 minutes. 3 months minimum. He's right. I had the same thing in my arm. Oh, tendon's terrible. Anyway, he's right. Takes 3 months. I don't know what the doctors, they don't do anything. About like a broken toe. They say it's broken, but they don't do nothing. When you break your toe, they do nothing. I broke my hand here twice. They don't do anything. The only thing the doctor did, he had me put my hand on the table and he slammed it and re-broke my hand so my bone would be flat. I broke this hand through here twice from hitting people in the mouth when I was younger. When you hit people in the mouth, you hit them here and you twist. But if you don't get it right, you hit them here, then you'll break this bone here. They can give you a cortisone shot. All right. Yeah, for you people that ever get in a fight, make sure you twist the 2 knuckles into their face. Be careful not to hit them here. Oh, when I was young, I grew up in Tennessee. We fight in a heartbeat. Yeah, we'd fight in a minute. That's just the way it was. Young guys, old redneck kids. We didn't sit there and cuss each other. We just start fighting. Wasn't no hollering and yelling. You see these young people there yelling at ice and yelling like that. Hell, you did that when we were kids, people would just stomp your ass immediately. You start yelling, you're going to have a fight. Ain't nobody going to be hollering back and forth tit for tat. Yeah, I grew up in Hendersonville outside of Nashville. We had guns in our cars. We never brought them out to shoot anybody. Hell, I went to school with guns in my truck. We didn't bring them out to think about shooting. When you fight, it's with your hands. Guns is for hunting, not for fighting. We're not military. Yeah. Nobody shot each other at all. Hell, I had 3 guns in my car. Nobody ever got shot. Nobody even went to their car and took the gun out. Never. You just fight with your fists. Nobody got no knife, no gun. Nobody even thought about it. It was never even a thought. We didn't have that problem. People weren't as dumb. And if you talk too much and caused a problem, you're going to have to fight. So that kept people from talking too much BS. What's your thoughts about young kids bringing guns to schools? Well, as a parent, you're responsible for your children. So what is happening now is we have assholes raising asshole children. If you raise your kids properly, you won't have this problem. The kids with a gun in a school is an after effect of bad parenting. Bad parenting means you did not raise your children in a proper way. Whether you believe in God or not, you need to bring your children up in the church, learning to be a part of a community and learning to respect God and the others around them. Once you kill religion, you kill your community. You kill your community, you kill your children. So it all starts at the parents. You don't take care of your parents don't raise you right, you end up with a problem. Now, after you become an adult and you become a problem, that's not your parents' fault. But when you're a minor and you're an asshole, that's your parents' fault. But once you become an adult and do something stupid, that ain't your parents' fault. You're just stupid. It's usually the depressed, bully, lonely kid that brings it to school. I don't know. We never had these problems, so I can't tell you who it usually is. I've had guns all my life, been exposed to them, never been taboo. Yeah, we never had no problems with guns. But not just that. Kids do make stupid choices. If you raise your children, they won't make stupid choices. They'll refrain from the ultimate in stupidity. You got to keep track of your children. If you don't know what your child did yesterday, the whole day, you're not raising a child. You can't have empty moments in your child's day. What did you do today? Where did you go? Where are you going this weekend? Who are you going to be with? And don't just trust them. Go check on them. You got to watch them and check on them. You don't just let your kid out the door. Unless you raised a good child, then you have plenty of trust. But most people's child's an asshole, so you got to double check and make sure they're doing what they said they're doing. We had 1,000 people in my high school graduating class when I graduated high school. You know what? Not a one of them girls were pregnant. We didn't have no whores in our classrooms. We didn't have no pregnant girls in schools and single moms. We didn't have that bullshit. I don't know where the hell that all came from. I think spreading the legs causes a lot of problems too. Yeah, we just didn't have these problems. Hell, you see now at these high schools on these videos, 20 girls walk around pregnant. How disgusting. Today's kids are different and snaky. This is true. Actually, when we were young, any kid that was always in trouble or doing stupid shit, we all just stayed away from that person. There was one or two in every area or neighborhood, but most of their stupidity was self-harm. Your neighbors would call, yeah, they always did that. Everybody in this town, neighbors call your parents, hey, your son's an asshole or your daughter's being stupid. Anyway, bad kids in schools is most likely bad parenting. If you have a bad child, that means you're a bad parent. Too much deviant stuff. I don't know. If you raise good people, it ain't gonna hurt you. Hell, we grew up, that Vietnam War was on TV 24 hours a day. We didn't become paratrooper military killer people. I remember in kindergarten, come home from school, and damn Vietnam War was on all the time. It was the only thing on TV 24 hours a day. We just go outside, didn't worry about it. We didn't become soldiers. We didn't become vigilantes. Couldn't watch anything though. TV was full of Vietnam veteran stuff. But I did manage early on a Saturday morning. I used to watch me some Andy Griffin, Beverly Hillbillies. We had some good shows. My Three Sons. Yeah, when we were kids, Vietnam War was on 24/7 on every channel. It was terrible. Even you didn't care. We don't care about no war, but I can remember it always on TV. Always. Anyway, we never watched that much TV. Even when I stayed at my grandparents, the TV only came on at 4:30 and it went off by 6:30. My grandfather would come home from work. He'd watch the 6 o'clock news in his chair, and everybody knew don't bother him during the news. He'd watch the news for about 30 minutes and that was the end of it. And then they'd turn the TV back off. Nobody sat around and watched TV when we were young. Bonanza, Gunsmoke, hell, I liked all those, Mike. Those are good shows. I like Gilligan's Island. Have you looked at the programming these days for kids? No, I haven't. I ain't looked at it at all. I don't watch TV. How many years now? If I turn the TV on, it's only broadcasting YouTube. So I don't watch TV. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know the news. Somebody asks, if there's something big going on in the world, somebody needs to tell me. I don't watch nothing. I have no idea what's going on in the world. We had to be in bed by 8 p.m. I don't remember that. Mom, are you here? Mom, are you with us? My mom comes in on Facebook. I don't see if she's chatting. How my mom used to always bring girls over to meet me. Or they used to go to her and say they wanted to meet me. Church girls. I dated a lot when I was young. I'd have 3 dates on the weekend, 1 for each day. I did a lot of dating younger. I kept a nice clean car and was always out rolling around with some nice gal. Hallelujah. All right, folks, I got to go. I got to get myself out here and get to work. Kids don't go outside. Kick them out. Make them go outside. If the kids won't be good, just get rid of them. You can get new kids. Hell, there's kids everywhere. If you got shitty kids, get some new kids. Really. It's not cruel. Take them down to the place and get you some new kids. Take them down to the orphanage. Tell them, these kids are shitty. I want some new kids. Why can't you do that? Do they have a shitty kid trade-in program? Get you some respectful, polite. Get you some Asian children. Try that out. See if you can't trade them in and get you some Asian ones. Now I tell you, trade in them old shitty ass redneck kids. Get you some little Asian children. All right, we'll see you folks later. I gotta go. Bye for now.